What is up, guys, and welcome back to our Make the EU Great Again Fantasy Draft Franchise Mode series. We're in the playoffs here in year 3, I believe. But we have a... Wow, my voice sounded really weird there. We have a mountain of a task in the Vancouver Canucks in the first round here. So we looked over, or we at least glanced over the team stats in the last video, I believe. So we're going to go look at the Vancouver Canucks stats for the season. See if they have any weak points. They are led by Patrick Kane, who was up there in the scoring race this season with 91 points. And also PJ, I always want to call him PJ Pajot because that would just flow so well. Just flows so well. JG Pajot was also a point-a-game player. He got the benefit of probably playing with Patrick Kane. They also have Patrice Bergeron, one of the best two-way centers of all time. JVR, Brock Besser, Ricard Raquel. Looks like a pretty damn good top 6. All the guys with 50-plus points. And they also have John Klingberg on the back end. Dalcall with 40. A couple of guys here with 38. Matt Dumba's pretty good, apparently. Svechnikov, Dauphin. And then some lower end guys down here. They got Bouwmeester, 85 overall. He's not that great anymore. 3 years in, he's regressed a little bit. And so that's their team. Look at their plus minuses though. So that second line, it looks like. Well, I don't know. I'll have to go in and look to see who their top 6 is. But Bergeron, JVR, and Patrick Kane, way up there in the plus-minus category, as well as Pajot. And then Bouwmeester, McCabe, and Dumba, all those guys are 20-plus. Or 20 or more in the plus-minus category. Klingberg, Svechnikov, Virtanen, Dalcall, and Besser are all double digits. The only minuses on the team looks to be their fourth line, with Dauphin, Delorier, and Matteau. Or Motto. I don't know. Stubborn Matteau. That's what I called him in the Boston Bruins series. That's what I'm going to call him in this series as well. Okay, so who do they have in net? Let's find out. Had to answer the phone, boys. A little bit of an edit there. Sorry for that. My grandma has a interesting propensity to call me while I'm recording these videos. And so yeah. Their goaltender, John Gibson, not really a weak point of their team by any stretch of the imagination. 88 overall, 228 GAA, and a 923 save. Pretty good season for him. So we have an uphill climb, uphill climb here in round 1 as we are facing the Vancouver Canucks. Let's get right into it. They definitely have home ice advantage, as they had about 20 more points than us on the regular season. Let's see if we can pull off a miracle here in round 1, boys. Pretty good first period so far. Well, not really so far, as the first period already happened completely. You know what? Fuck it. Marco Dano scores from the blue line, as does Patrice Bergeron for the Canucks. Interesting to see Bergeron playing against us in the playoffs, considering I'm doing a Bruins series. And it's kind of throwing me off there. Like, I see Bergeron, I'm like, yes. And then I don't see a spoke to be beside his name. I'm like, what? Doesn't make any sense. All right, so 1-1 headed into the second. Not bad. There we go, boys. Got a 1-goal lead here headed into the third. Kempe scores from the half boards. And Marco Dano scores from an impossible angle to put us up by 2. Dalcall scores with 1 minute left in the period to bring it within 1. The Canucks are definitely within striking distance here in the third period, as they get a couple of power plays now. But Koivu scores shorthanded. Good shit there. My goodness, what were those penalties? So we had 3 minor penalties. Polka with a holding, and as soon as that ended, Draisaitl with a hooking. Before that was over, Puljujarvi with a holding stick minor. But that's fine, because we have a 2-goal lead. Koivu got one shorthanded, then Fiala scores. All right, boys. Really good game 1 here for the London Golden Knights, as Robin Lehner had a stellar performance. 38 shots for the Canucks, only 2 goals, but John Gibson was not good for them, as we had only 28 shots, and he gave up 5 goals. So there's your 3 stars. Pretty good performance there from all those players. And so yeah, we've taken game 1 from the Canucks. The mighty Canucks. So let's go into game 2. I mean, we're pretty much playing with house money here in Vancouver for this game 2. Be nice to get a win. I'm not expecting it, I should say. But it'd be really cool. It'd be awesome if we could go up 2-0, headed back to London. So first period, and the Canucks get on the board first when Patrick Kane scores. About 5 minutes in, but Niederreiter scores 30 seconds later to tie it up. We have a tie game going into the second. And the big period here, JVR gets 2 for the Canucks, gets the first one, and then scores with 2 minutes left. And then we get 3. Puljujarvi scores, and then Laine grabs 2 goals. So another case of John Gibson not playing the best for the Canucks. 19 shots, 4 goals. We have a 1-goal lead headed in here to the third period. And we're on the penalty kill again, but we kill it off. Power play for us? Nope, okay. Penalty kill. Oh my lord. This whole period's been special teams so far. And Raquel scores. Damn it. Ricard Raquel, a guy that we could have on our team. Fiala scores for us. We have 1-goal lead, 7 minutes left. What's going to happen? Can we hold on? Can Robin Lehner hold on and keep the Canucks off the board this last 1 minute? There we go. Niederreiter gets the empty netter. And we are up 2-0 on the Vancouver Canucks. 27 shots, 6 goals for us. Outstanding performance from our offense. John Gibson is not playing too well for the Canucks, as there are your 3 stars. Laine with a huge game. 4-point performance for him. So good shit headed back to London. We have a 2-0 lead, and we can just close the series out here at home and finish the sweep if we are fortunate enough. But the scouting wants me to look at other players. Look at my scout wants me to tell him where to go. I just completely did not know what to say there. We'll send him to Russia looking for not Russians, but Estonians and whoever else plays in Russia. Maybe some Belarusians. Who knows? But here we are, Game 3 in London. Let's see what the boys can do. First period. Nothing going in the first period. 12 shots to 6. So Gibson playing a little bit better here in this Game 3, second period. Tie game headed into the third, 2-2. Koivu scores to start the scoring, and then Daniel Sedin scores at the end of the period to tie it back up. Dauphine and Andy Green scored for the Canucks. 21-21 in shots, 2-2 in goals. A very even game so far. Let's see if John Gibson collapses again. Nope, Robin Lehner does, as Nikolai Delorier scores for the Canucks, and they have a power play. But Koivu scores right when the power play ends. My goodness, another power play for the Canucks. All right, so Koivu with 10:57. No, that was a shorthanded goal. No, power play? I'm so confused. Is that a power play goal? 11:07, I believe it was, or was it? Yeah. So we had an interference minor, and as soon as Larson came out of the box to make it a power play for us, Koivu scored. So that canceled out that penalty from Klingberg. And then Nylander got a cross-checking minor 11 seconds after the goal. And then the Canucks had a power play, but we killed it off. All right, so that's that. 5 minutes left, tie game. Are we going to go to overtime here in Game 3? Yes, we are. So, a big overtime here. Oh, my God. Victor Hedman looks so fucking huge beside Patrick Kane. Looks like a goddamn monster. My lord. All right. We're up 2-0 in the series. Game 3 at home. Be nice to get this win and just, you know, put the Canucks, put so much pressure on them. They'd have to win the next 4 games to stay alive. But Game 3 here, as we get to look at our beautiful jerseys, as my phone is ringing, but I'm not answering it. You guys might hear it in the background. But we are continuing on. Set this up here. We're going to watch this overtime. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. In my Bruins video yesterday, I did a 3 overtime game and watched all the overtimes, and that was pretty terrible. So let's see if this one can, you know, not last as long. That'd be great. This is the Canucks. Bringing the zone, Patrick Kane over to Bergeron. Oh my lord, thought it was over already. Bergeron had a nice opportunity in the slot. Robin Lehner with a nice glove save there. And Bergeron's trying to fight. Alright, so Draisaitl versus Bergeron in the defensive zone. Bergeron's probably going to win this faceoff. Yeah. Draisaitl has nothing on Bergeron in the faceoff circle, I'll tell you what. Oh my lord, that just barely missed the net. A one-timer from Patrick Kane goes slightly wide. And careens off the boards back to Robin Lehner. He covers it up for another faceoff. Another dangerous offensive zone faceoff for Bergeron. He wins it straight back, obviously. Bouwmeester has it, dumps it around. Patrick Kane's walking right to the front of the net, and he just snipes Lehner. That's just shit defense, boys. You can't let Patrick Kane just walk to the front of the net. He's going to score. He's going to score. He had a 93-point season. He's not going to miss those. Alright, so that was a shit overtime performance there, at least defensively. It'd been nice if we could have won a face-off, but, you know, it's Bergeron, so you can't always win face-offs against Bergeron. Alright, 2-1. We still have home ice. If we still win this game, 4, the Canucks will still be in a pretty pressurizing spot. But if we lose this game, our series is probably over, to be honest. If we give home ice back to Vancouver, we're pretty much done for. So let's see if we can come out strong in this game 4. No, we can't. Getting outshot 7-6, no goals. Second period, that's a little bit better. Laine and Dano get on the board. About 3 minutes in, we're up 2-0. Dano with another ridiculous angle goal. But the Canucks come back with JVR and Brock Besser tying it up before the end of the period. They're out shooting us by 1, but the score is tied. Let's see if we can come through here in this game 4 third period. Another penalty kill. That's a long one. Holy shit. Was that a major? Nope. Oli Olivi high-sticking double minor. Followed by a Jason Demers hooking minor. So we have a little bit of a power play here. We cannot convert. And Patrick Kane scores from the slot area. And that might be the game-winning goal. No! Draisaitl scores for us. Good shit from the left face-off circle. Another overtime game here in game 4. There's Hedman again, dwarfing Patrick Kane. So this is a huge game. This is a huge game. I feel like whoever wins this game is going to win the series guaranteed. So obviously, I hope that it's us. I really do. We got a good game-tying goal there at the end of the period. Draisaitl tied it up to send it to overtime. Big dick performance from him. Clutch moment. If we win this series, you could probably point to that Draisaitl goal as being the difference maker. Of course, if we win this series and win this game, I should say. If we win this series without winning this game, then that would definitely not be the difference maker in the series, but you guys know what I'm saying. Draisaitl face-off versus Bergeron. Bergeron still has his number, wins it back to Klingberg, who passes it back up. But Bergeron turns it over. Draisaitl up. A little 1-on-5 situation here for Draisaitl. He just dumps it around. And you also get to get a nice little look around the stadium here, since we're playing in London. Check out all the Sprite and Subway colors. We're sponsored. Surprised we don't see their logos on the boards, but you can't customize those. That'd be really cool if you could. Be really cool if you could at least like pick from a bunch of sponsors and customize where they are around the boards. That'd be so sweet. John Gibson with the glove save there on Draisaitl. Offensive zone face-off. Let's see if Bergeron can actually lose one. And he does. Draisaitl wins it straight back to Hedman. So we're wheeling around. One-time opportunity there, but that pass was too slow. Gibson had time to get over. Niederreiter tries to throw it in front, but good defensive play there from the Canucks. Little 2-on-2 here, Patrick Kane and JVR. And Patrick Kane loses the puck. Oh my god, Patrick Kane's making so many plays, man. What the fuck? So, Patrick Kane wheeled around the net, lost the puck, picked it up. A nice little pass to number 44, who just one-timed it home. It was a rocket. Lehner did not stand a chance. I believe that was, I don't know who it was, actually. Let's find out. Who scored that goal? 44. We're looking for goals. It's Pajot. Okay, so Bergeron had just got off the ice. Pajot came on and just rocketed that one-timer home. The Canucks have tied the series up, and it's looking pretty bad for your London Golden Knights. Looking pretty bad. We're headed back to Vancouver. Vancouver has tied the series back up. They have stolen home ice back from us. But the good news is the home team is 0-4 so far in this series. So if that keeps up, we will win the series in 7, but I don't want to count on that whatsoever. So let's see if we can come out strong in Vancouver in this first period. And we can! My God, Patrick Laine with the first period hat trick. So Delorier opened the scoring for the Canucks, scored with about 2 minutes in. And then Laine responded with 5 minutes into the period with a goal. Hedman 30 seconds later. And then Laine with 5 minutes left in the period and 3 minutes left in the period to make it a 3-goal game. But Dauphin responds late in the first to make it a 2-goal game. The Canucks are still in this game, boys. But John Gibson's not playing well. 12 shots, 4 goals. Second period, nothing happened there. Okay, so there's another case of Lehner playing better than Gibson thus far, as the Canucks have more shots and less goals. Okay, power play. We cannot convert. Canucks kill it off, but we're out shooting them now in the game. About even in that category. And it looks like we are headed back to London with a chance to close out the series and advance to the second round as Enstrom gets an empty netter. And we are up in the series with a 5-2 victory, up 3-2 in the series. Laine hat-trick. Draisaitl with an assist on every single goal. 5-assist performance for Leon Draisaitl. 4 assists for Niederreiter. Don't look over his performance either. Don't overlook. Overlook. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so dominating game there from our first line. My God. They combined for, 13 points in one game? That's just insane. Game 6. A trip to the second round on the line here for London. A trip to the golf course on the line here for Vancouver. Can we come through first period? We cannot come through in the first, at least. We are out shooting them by 5, so that's good to see. But let's see if we can get one and put one past Gibson here in the second. We can, as Leon Draisaitl gets a goal, but Brock Besser responds about 5 minutes later. We are out shooting them by 10, but the goals we're still knotted up. And JVR gets a goal. Look at their goals. Look where that goal was. Literally 2 feet in front of the net. Look where this goal was. Literally 1 foot in front of the net. Can we play some better defense, boys? Like, you can't expect Gibson, or you can't expect Lehner to save every... Okay, Hedman, there we go. Hedman scores as soon as I press X. Henrik Samuelsson shows up. He gets a goal to take the lead. There we go, boys. Out shooting them by 9. 10, outscoring them by 1. Can we hold on to this? Can Robin Lehner close the door on the Canucks and send us to the second round? It's looking like he might. Last minute, Daniel Sedin gets a goal. Hedman gets a goal. A 5-2 victory for the London Golden Knights, and we're headed to the second round. I did not think this was going to happen whatsoever. I did not. Hedman, Draisaitl, Besser, all with multi-point performances, all with one of the 3 stars of the game. And the London Golden Knights are headed to the second round of the playoffs. We will be facing either the Sharks or the Oilers. We're definitely pulling for the Oilers, as the Sharks were even better than the Canucks on the regular season. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the Oilers. All right. So we actually have home ice advantage for this series. Home ice advantage against the Oilers, as we were 1 win better than them on the season. So the Oilers and the Golden Knights coming up with huge upsets in the first round. As the Roadrunners, how are they doing? They're 2-2 so far in their playoff series against the Ice Hogs, despite having like 18 more points than them on the season. And yeah, we actually can simulate their game. So let's see if they advance before we call this a video. See if the Roadrunners can advance to the second round as well. First period, nothing happening there. Shots are even. Second period, nothing happening there. Out shooting them by 3. We're going to do a quick sim here by just raping the X button. And it's going to overtime. So a scoreless game headed into overtime. Who's going to win it for their team? Power play for the Roadrunners. That was a long power play. Are you serious? So they had a minor, and then as soon as that was over, they got a double minor. Alright, Dahlbeck and Grunstrom also taking penalties, though. We're headed to double overtime. Holy shit. This is a long-ass game. Rue Pints gets the goal for the Roadrunners, and they're advancing to the second round of the AHL playoffs, as well as the Golden Knights have advanced. The Tucson Roadrunners have advanced. So, good shit there from both the teams. Both teams are advancing to the next round. Yeah. Let's take a look at our stats. I would imagine that our top line had just a lot of points in that first series. 6 games, mind you. Draisaitl and Lionhay with 11 points apiece in 6 games, +8 and +6. Niederreiter with 8 points. He had 4 points in that one game. So outside of that game, he still was pretty good. Koivu with 7, also a point a game. Puljujärvi, Wittenberg, and Dano, they showed up in that game 1, I believe. Hedman with 4, Fiala, Sedin with 4, Nylander only 3, all assists. And Juolevi and Larsson were the only players to not pick up a goal. Robin Lehner, 295 GAA, not the best. 902 save, also pretty bad. But apparently he was not credited for a loss. So, whatever that's about, I don't know how that works. But check out our AHL stats really quickly. Carleto, a dominating performance in round 1, a 167 GAA. And then for the skaters, not the most scoring. Wow. 3 was our highest. Stenlund and Rodin with 3 points apiece. And then De La Rose, Holmstrom, Olofsson, Grunstrom, and Heinz, all with 2. Kapanen, Faxas, Sorella, Lindblom, Louvre, and Thureson, all with 1. So our AHL team did not score a whole lot, but our NHL team scored a fuck ton. So we're headed to the second round, boys. We'll be facing the Edmonton Oilers for a chance of advancing to the Western Conference Finals. And we'll do that in the next video. As always, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff, share. The next round we'll be playing the Edmonton Oilers. I'll see you guys next time.